Hello and welcome. My name is Sally and I'm from Transformation is Choice. In this video, we'll be looking at anxiety and how we can reduce and rid ourselves by using a simple yet powerful tool called Emotional Freedom Technique, otherwise known as E.F.T or tapping. This technique is so powerful that it's used all around the world now. It reduces stress, depression, anxiety, addictions, fear of learning, fear of success, fear of failure. It's fantastic for business owners. It's fantastic for young people going to school. It's fantastic with people with behavioural issues as well, because basically EFT unblocks what's happening inside us, which really stops us from achieving our dreams, goals or ambitions. So for this video, we'll be looking at anxiety. So first of all, I would like to show you where the points that we need to tap. So very, very simple, because it's so simple that you can do it anywhere, which is fantastic about EFT. So the first point is on the karate chop, and it's just on the outside. I like to use 3 fingers. You can use 1, it's entirely up to you. But it's a light tap. The second point is on the inside of the eyebrow, just between the nose and the eyebrow. Again, I like to use 3 fingers. Then we follow the eyebrow all the way around until we come to the bone part, and again we tap there, just on the temple, underneath the eyes, underneath the nose, the crease of the chin. Then we've got the collarbone. Some people like to tap with both hands, just one hand, or, again, just one hand there. Doesn't really matter, just as long as they're being tapped. It doesn't also matter which side that you do either. Underneath the arm, for men, it's where the nipple lines up. For women, it's where our favourite item of bra goes there. And then on the top. So before we begin, we need to first figure out our levels, our sub-levels. So 0 being absolutely no anxiety to 10 being extreme anxiety. So once you've established where you are, then you can begin to tap. And then we need to set up our setup phrases. So for example, and we start with the karate chop. And it's really important that you're honest with yourself, because you have to own your feelings, and this is how powerful EFT is, because we're not judging ourselves, we're accepting ourselves and the choices that we make. And by tapping, it hits the meridian lines, which are similar to acupuncture, but fantastically, if you're afraid of needles, there are no needles whatsoever. So let's begin with our anxiety. Okay, so you will repeat after me, and you can start tapping as well. Okay. So this will be quite generic, but it will be still as powerful. Usually you'll go to a coach who can be like a detective and can be more specific of why it is you have these anxiety levels. Okay, so even though I have this fear of failure that is causing me anxiety, I truly and deeply accept myself. Even though I have massive of anxiety feelings right now, I truly and deeply accept myself. Even though I have lots of anxiety and it's making me worried that I can't achieve the things I need to do today, I truly and deeply accept myself. And then we tap on the second point, this feeling of anxiety, this anxiety feeling, this anxiety, the stress this anxiety is causing me, this anxiety, this feeling of anxiety, this worrying feeling of anxiety, this anxiety. And then take a deep breath in through your nose, and then out through your nose, then in through your nose, and then out through your nose. And then just ask yourself, if you were at a level 7 or an 8 before, ask yourself, what level am I at now? Ask your sub level. So you should find that you've come down. Even if it's 1, you should be coming down. And this is part of the process, because the more you tap, the more you do this, the easier and quicker the effects become. But obviously with the first round, and depending on your level of anxiety, it could take 3 to 4 rounds. And that's what's great about working with the coach, is that they can lead you, so it takes away some of the anxiety. However, this shouldn't stop you from doing it just because you haven't got a coach, because you can do it yourself and you should find that it's effective. So give it a go, have as many rounds as it takes to reduce it. Even if you can try, and if you can't reduce it to 0, but you can get it down to 3 to 2, then it's a start. But you start seeing the wonders and the impact that EFT can have on your life. So do give it a go, and thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring, and you could help a lot of people with anxiety issues. Thank you.